Caldonya'Z eye, where we tell no lie. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the channel, all right? I appreciate y'all coming back. If this is your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? So you won't miss no messages I have for y'all, all right? Today I am doing a read for my fire signs, okay? My Sagittarius, my Leos, and my Aries. This for my fire signs, okay? This one's for y'all, all right? I was doing some meditation, trying to pick up on y'all energy of what's going on. All right, we got believe in the impossible, fire signs, okay? But it's time to take a breath out, okay? And expect powerful change right now. You got to know that you are good enough at this time, and you need to have faith in your dreams. The answers you need are coming to you. Some of y'all right now are looking for clarity. Thank you, Spirit. You're looking for clarity. You're almost chasing clarity and understanding of the situation. So we're going to get into it, all right? Because you have past life, sturdy, and guilt right here, okay? For y'all energy, you showed up as the Emperor, all right? Which is not surprising for my fire signs, okay? Because that is y'all, all right? For a handful of y'all, not all of y'all now. They ain't going to resonate for all of y'all, but just a handful. This is a relationship with you and your father, or either you're the father and this is a relationship with you and your child. You're having problems communicating. And even if you aren't the father, this is a strong parent or strong authority figure. You know, if you're not the male, then you're strong, you hold strong authority over your child. So you're probably a single parent or something like that, but you hold most of the weight, okay? When it comes to parenting this child, you probably are having issues right now with communicating with this child. That's only for a handful of y'all, okay? But stay patient with that, okay? Stay patient with that. Yeah, but that just came through, tapped in for a handful of y'all, not all of y'all, okay? But we're going to clarify this message for my fire signs, okay? Before we get down through there. All right, because y'all got the Ace of Swords, you got the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Swords, which is the fire signs again, okay? Thank you for that, Spirit. Clarify that Page of Cups for my fire signs. Oh, yeah, y'all, okay. Y'all have a lot of Knights and Pages out here. You have the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Now, some of y'all are at a spot where y'all just want more, fire signs. Y'all want more, and things aren't making sense right now for you, okay? So you're trying to get some clarity on that. Before I say what I'm going to say, clarify this Ace of Swords right here, because this is a breakthrough, all right? Yeah, this is the breakthrough that's coming. What is this Ace of Swords for my fire signs? What is this Ace of Swords, Spirit? I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Give me a card for my fire signs on the Ace of Swords. What's going on with this incoming action y'all got? Okay. And King of Cups. Yeah, this has a lot to do with y'all emotions, fire signs. Okay, let me cook, all right? Because that's why things are, my mind all over the place, the cards all over the place, okay? Let me cook, all right? Because my fire signs, y'all aren't the most emotional people, okay? Because y'all are very headstrong. You know, y'all are very, y'all could be kind of aggressive. You know, if people don't know you, they would say you're a little aggressive when it comes to the emotional side, all right? So, yeah, this is a situation where you're going to have to let your emotions out. All right. And what's keeping you from doing that is this past life. Your past life has shaped you who you are today. Okay. Don't forget that. All right. But it doesn't define who you are. Perhaps you're dwelling too much on the past memories. Look at how those experiences has helped you grow. But know that you are constantly evolving. Stop looking at yourself as if you're the finished product. Thank you, Spirit. It is not over for you, okay? So stop looking at yourself in the mirror thinking you're supposed to see the complete picture right now. You're supposed to have it all together right now. regardless of your age, whatever your race, what you look like or whatever, don't put that much pressure on yourself, because life be lifing. All right, life be lifing. And don't get sidetracked when things get a little unstable for you. You go off on the deep end like, oh my God, I'm supposed to be doing this, that, and the third, and it's just not happening right now, or things don't look like it should look. Get out of your head with that. That's you thinking from the outside perspective, because you came a long way, because you think about your past a lot, mostly the bad, but you think about your past, but that made you who you are. That don't define who you are. That made you who you are. So give yourself some grace with that, okay? Because you have sturdy. A strong foundation is the key to success. Are you feeling uncertain about some things? Focus on building a solid base in whatever you're working on, all right? Because it'll provide long-term stability. And you have guilt also. Guilt can hold you back. Are you carrying the weight of past decisions? Forgive yourself and move forward. Only then can you truly grow. Look, fire signs, okay? Like I told y'all in the beginning, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to spit it to you straight down the pipeline, all right? Now, only you know your thoughts. You can't hide from the cards or spirit or, whichever lane you in, okay? This guilt and this past life, you've done some things, okay? Haven't we all? Okay? Show me somebody that say they ain't never did nothing they wasn't supposed to do. I'll show you a liar. Okay? So, don't, and the last thing you want to do is compare yourself to others or what you see. I tell people all the time, social media has destroyed what's left of the world. Like, it could be a blessing and a curse, right? But I appreciate it because it allows me to be here and speak to y'all through whatever channel or wherever you're watching this from, okay? So I do appreciate it, Spirit, but don't get so caught up and hard on yourself where you can't shake the past. The past is the past. You've already done it. You've already done it. You can't change it. You can't take it back. All right? But you dang sure can't ignore it either, okay? Let's not live a facade. Let's be as real and original as we can be, okay? Let's try to be real transparent, all right? Because you can't hide this feeling from yourself, all right? Because this King of Cups here is, you have the tools, but man, you do not want to use them. You don't want to use them. You're used to being a certain way. Thank you, Spirit. You're used to being a certain way, fire signs, okay? My Sagittarius, Leo, and my Aries, okay? You're used to being a certain kind of way, all right? The Spirit is saying you're tired of being that way. All right, you probably been this way for a while now, and, you're feeling and wanting a change. You kind of want to let the guards down a little bit, and you're feeling like, well, dang, I done did so much in my past. If I try to go to these people or this job or my co-workers or my boss or my friends or family, if I come as this new happy-go-lucky person, let me cook. If I come as this new happy-go-lucky person and I've always been that, stiff one or stubborn one, how they gonna look at me? Now that's taking something away from me. Now I don't have that sturdiness. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm losing the foundation. No, you're not losing anything, fire signs. You're evolving, baby. You're evolving, ladies and gents. You've outgrown the room. Thank you, Spirit. You've outgrown the room and that skin. It's time to shed that skin like a snake, baby, because you have evolved into someone else. And that is okay. They can't get that old you no more. They can't get that no more, because if you try to go back on that, then you just set yourself back on how far you came and how much you have evolved. Now with this guilt, only you know what you did. I don't know your life. You probably took some people down through there, did some things you ain't got no business doing. But like I said, haven't we all, okay? Show me somebody that say they haven't, I'll show you a liar. All right, so forget all of that. It's done. It's happened. You feel that guilt. Do what you got to do to make it right from this point forward. And if that means you have to compromise yourself and be a little softer or things like that, then do that, because you're good enough. You know, you want that balance, you know, because you are getting answers. You feel like you're getting there, but you feel like you're not there yet. And that's when you're like, oh man, I ain't got enough time. Baby, all you got is time. What else y'all got to do? All right, all you got is time, all right? And you have to believe in the impossible. You know, if at this job you thought you would never be a manager there, or you'll never have your own business going, or you'll never be in a good, positive relationship with anyone, friends, family, or anything, you know, stop thinking like that. Believe in the impossible. Things can look exactly how you want it to look if you just keep doing that inner work, because it's time to breathe out, ladies and gents. It's time to breathe out and stop walking around with all that air in your chest. Breathe it out and expect the powerful change, because it's coming. This powerful change is coming. Because once you illuminate from within the inside out, baby, everything else around you don't have no choice but to adapt to the new you. To the new you. It don't take nothing away from who you was. All right? You got Ace of Cups at the bottom, Page of Pentacles, and Six of Wands, baby. It's time for a celebration. Okay, it's time for a celebration. You have the Six of Wands in reverse, though, and I'll take it. Yeah, something. Okay, this is why y'all are feeling like that. Okay, I get it. Okay, something has happened that kind of threw you off your square for a minute. You know, someone probably, someone or some people or something probably happened to where it took you off your square for a minute. And you're like, damn, am I really changed? Or something happened to where it made you react like you used to. You know, you like, damn, am I still that? You know, it kind of shook you up for a minute. You know, you're like, am I destined to fail? Is failure just a part of me? No, you're feeling defeated. Thank you, Spirit. Y'all are out there feeling defeated for whatever reason. You know, and man, whether it's guilt, your past life, or you just feeling like things aren't solid, get yourself together, fire signs. Get yourself together. You know how the saying goes, when you're evolving and you're ready to elevate. I'm sorry, when you're evolving and you're ready to, you're ready to elevate to the next level, right? That's when the devil gets busy. Okay? When you're doing good, you feeling good, you got these goals, you ready to do it to it. Okay, baby? That's when the devil is going to attack. Okay? He's not going to attack when you already feeling bad, because he already got you, right? Okay, so he gonna come when you have that happiness and that peace inside of you. Spirit feels that, right? And that's when the devil comes and attack. You know, you have this Ace of Cups. Somebody is trying to offer you something. This is an intense friendship, love and family, joy and inner peace. The beginning of a great love. Follow your heart and your instincts, okay? Whatever happened, or whoever tried to throw you off your square, or whatever tried to throw you off your square, do not be defeated. Do not, because that just means you're close. You're getting there. So that should really excite y'all, to tell you the truth. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Thank you, Spirit. This would excite me, because you side-eyeing something, really yourself, because you like, damn, did I just let that happen? Or something had you messed up and you reacted like you normally would, you know, and it kind of threw you off. Now it's messing with your foundation. Now you're feeling like, damn, I'm not ready yet. I'm not where I thought I was. Or this guilt is just, man, I should have did this a long time ago. It should have been like this a long time ago. Okay, we can all do that. How it was, what it should be, or what we think it should look like. All right, don't beat yourself up about it. Look at this man on this guilt card. He on his knees with his hand on his head, feeling so defeated over some past decisions or something that just happened and just threw you completely off, and now it's got you feeling like you have made it nowhere in life, baby. And that is not the truth, ladies and gents. I'm here to tell you that is not the truth. And power is in the tongue, so do not put that on yourself, okay? I'm going to get another affirmation card for my fire signs, all right? One more, okay? Bury your maze. Confusion may feel overwhelming, but remember that every maze has an exit. All right? You might be struggling with difficult problems, okay? But shifting your perspective could reveal the solution. I can't make this up, okay? Soul happy rekindle connection. Your soul is longing to reconnect with something or someone. Have you drifted away from a meaningful connection? Take the initiative to rekindle this relationship or experience, as it may bring you deep joy. All right? Hey, look, fire signs, if you want that old thing back, all right, don't be scared to go out there and get it. If you left a job or you at a new job or whatever and you don't like the circumstances and the old job gonna welcome you back with open arms, baby, you just trying to save face because you too embarrassed to go back to where you was happy at. You too embarrassed to go back to that relationship that made you happy on the inside. Yeah, things on the outside probably was a little shaky and didn't look right, but it made you feel good on the inside. You done stopped talking to your friend over here that did something, then you had to cut them off, but you know, deep down, it was probably a misunderstanding or something that can be refurbished, and now it's playing in your head. Rekindle that and be the bigger person, all right? Ladies and gents, come on. We only get one life to live, okay? And good people are hard to find. Nobody is perfect, all right? So, you know, keep that in mind as well. Nobody is perfect. You know, I like to tell people these days you have to just pick your person or your friends or whatever and just do life with them, okay? Because life is going to be life. You're going to see people in different elements of their life. Good, happy, sad, broke, got money, no money, you know, whatever. But you just have to choose these people that's being presented to you. Just welcome it with open arms and accept it for who it is, you know, especially if it make you feel good in the inside, you know, because that's going to help you with your inner peace. You know, so if that's what that is with this rekindle connection, go on and do what's going to make you happy. Take the initiative, you know, be the bigger person. That came up in one of y'all's reads. I want to say Sagittarius for my fire signs. So it probably relates for all of y'all, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Y'all need to just do what's going to make y'all happy. You know, confusion may feel overwhelming like they said, but remember, every maze has an exit. Just like you got in there, believe you can get out of that. All right? It's a revolving door, okay? Unless you're behind them bars, all right? All right. So let's get it together, all right? Just like you got in there, man, pull yourself on out of there. But what you're not going to do is give up. All right? We can't give up. We cannot give up. Hey, I ain't going to let y'all give up. All right? If I got to get on here and talk to y'all every day, that's what I'm going to do. Okay? But like I always tell y'all, fire signs, all right? It's never too late to be great. All right? Till next time, I'm sending y'all love, peace, and light, y'all.